Hashem Shiti Kol Yimei Chayai Lachazot V'noam Hashem U'levaker B'hei Halom U'levaker B'hei Halom U'levaker B'hei Halom U'levaker B'hei Halom Ahar Sha'alti Meit Hashem Otavakesh Ahar Sha'alti Meit Hashem Otavakesh. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is so wonderful to welcome you all this evening to BTBJ. Yes, you too, Genevieve. As we welcome Shabbat, as we celebrate the holiday of Sukkot. We're just coming out of 2 days of Hag of Sukkot, but the holiday of Sukkot continues all the way through until next week. And let us not forget, as we celebrate with Zach, as you become Bar Mitzvah tomorrow morning. So there are so many things to celebrate this weekend. It is going to be so joyous tonight and tomorrow morning, and we are thrilled to have you all with us. And of course, we have, after our service tonight, we have our annual Pizza in the Hut, where we will head outside, thank God for the weather, to enjoy some pizza and some community time in and around our sukkah here at BTBJ. And we are thrilled that all of you are here, as well as our yet-to-be-named BTBJ band, which I think it just needs to be the name. So it is the name. Yeah, so thank you, Evan and Mitch, for joining us, and of course, Cantor Benjamin. So we are going to start our service off, what?
TBD.
TBD, BTBJ, right. So we're going to start our service off as we kind of sanctify this time as we're moving into Shabbat with some candle lighting. So I'm going to invite the Millers to come on up to lead us in lighting our candles. And I have a little bit of explanation of how to do it tonight since we're moving from Chag to Shabbat, so it's a little special. So let me show you what the deal is. So I have a fire. I invite you to use the middle candle to move the flame from the fire to the candles. But see, I spared you some matches and a lighter, which it's always tricky for people.
Great.
So whenever you're ready, you can light the candles, and we can help lead the blessing if you like. Okay. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehalik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Todah. All right, Zach, you're going to go join Cantor Benjamin over there. The three of you can have a seat. And we're all going to turn to page 5 as Zach helps to lead us in the words of Shalom Aleichem.
Sing loud enough so that might be too loud.
Shalom
Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Halachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. you, Zach. We turn to page 10, and we will continue with Yedid Nefesh. That's right. Everyone should feel free to dance with Genevieve. She's got the Shabbat feeling clearly, and everyone else is welcome to join her. And hopefully, if we don't yet have the feeling, we will develop it. So we are moving through Kabbalat Shabbat, which is meant as sort of a preparatory part of the service to help us to really settle into the idea of Shabbat, of having this kind of Palestine time as we move into Shabbat this evening and into tomorrow. But even if you just take this next hour to experience the peace and joy of Shabbat, even then, even more so maybe then, we know that it can be hard to just kind of like walk through our magical doors and turn on Shabbat. So as we move through the next several songs and psalms, the hope is that you can begin to kind of really settle into this time and into this space. And so with that, it's a great opportunity to look back on this past week and to recognize all of the things that you've done, all the people you've seen, everything that you accomplished, maybe also the things that you had hoped to accomplish but you didn't. That's okay too. And to kind of leave all of those things aside, but to really be able to allow yourself to breathe in the peace of Shabbat. So everyone take a nice deep breath in. I can already feel a little bit of that peace creeping in. So we're going to continue to draw on that. Those deep breaths are a renewable resource. Take as many as you want as you sit here to allow yourself to open up to the joy and to the peace that is Shabbat. And we're going to move in to our next psalm, Psalm 95 on page 11. started to think back on your week and to recognize some of those moments that have brought you joy and some of those moments for which you might be feeling gratitude. Both of those things are exactly what we're supposed to be working on right now as we celebrate Sukkot. We call it Zman Simchatenu, which means that it is a holiday filled with joy. It is our season of rejoicing. And so during Sukkot, we hope that you will find reasons to be joyful and that you will create them for yourselves and for others. And we also know that we are continuing to kind of move through the cycle of all of our holidays. We've started with Rosh Hashanah, and actually we started way back at the beginning of the month of Elul. But we've been moving through this process of kind of looking back on our year, looking at ourselves, and thinking about the kind of people that we want to be. So the other thing that we know about Sukkot is that even though we talk about Yom Kippur as being like the end of that process, really we have a little bit longer. So it is a time that we can continue to notice the things that we're grateful for in our lives, to say thank you, to notice the people for whom maybe we realize even though Yom Kippur is over, actually we want to say I'm sorry, or maybe we did some new things since Yom Kippur and now we need to say sorry again. And so all of those things are a part of what we should be working on right now. So as you think back on your week, if there is something that is bringing you so much joy and you want to share it with our community, we would love to hear it so that we can share in that joy with you. If there's something that you're feeling grateful for and you just want to say that out loud or to another person who's with you, we'd love to share in that with you. So is anyone? Oh, I see something. So yes, Dahlia. Today is my birthday. Is my birthday bringing you joy? It's bringing me joy too. Thank you. Tracy.
I'm joyful that we have so many people, family members and friends that have, come here to join us. Many from very far away.
Yeah?
From different continents.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So.
Well, thank goodness. Everyone's able to come
I'll
together.
bite what continents?
Europe.
Okay.
So my sister and her family right there, and they just flew in from Germany.
Oh my goodness. Your arms must be tired. Yeah, thank you.
I'm Andy's brother, and I'm thankful for student questions. I'm a teacher.
Oh, excellent. See, always ask questions. See, students, always ask good questions. Rebecca.
I'm grateful for a new family sukkah that we all fit in.
Oh, Mazel Tov. That's exciting. How did the putting up go? Was it challenging?
It was one of those you're learning. But
Yeah.
I think next year it'll be easy.
Yeah. It's a process, but you know what? You think that you'll remember next year? You might not. That's okay too. That's a part of the process, and then you just appreciate it that much more when you sit in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Sam.
Our house is getting painted.
It is. That's exciting. Or do you get to? Do you know what color it's going to be?
My room is going to be like reddish blue.
Ooh, did you get to help pick your color?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I hope that you have many good sleeps in your new room and lots of good playtime. Yeah. Andy.
I'm grateful for being able to see the northern lights the other night. I've always wanted to see them, so that's, finally saw them for the first time.
Me too. Raise your hand if you saw the Northern Lights the other night. Michael Searman, I know you saw the Northern Lights the other night because I saw your picture. That's awesome. I did not get to see the Northern Lights. I was very bummed, but still on my bucket list, so I still have something to do in my life, but that was pretty incredible. I can't believe it was here. I never thought that would be possible. Yeah, Rebecca.
Today at school, I was a reporter.
Was that like the best job? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, was it kind of like being teacher? A little bit. So did you enjoy it? Do you think you'd want to do it again? Yeah, maybe being a teacher is in your future. You never know. You talk to this guy over here. He seems to know something about it. All right, these are good. This is good stuff. So whether you shared or not, I invite you to continue to think about this question as you sit here in the service, just because all of those things, we want to kind of hold on to them and to bring all of that joy with us. As we move into Shabbat, it's a transition from our week, but that doesn't mean that we say farewell to everything that happened in the week. We especially want to keep all of the things that we learned and all of the goodness from our week with us. And so I invite you to continue to think about what some of those things might be for you so that you can take those with you as we move into Shabbat. So we're going to come together on page 14 at the red arrow. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. B'tayei haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. B'tayei haaretz. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. Yiram hayam, yiram hayam, yiram hayam umelo. You have such a cheering section, Cantor Benjamin.
I think all of us do.
I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know. I think it really might be you, but we could all take credit. That's fine. We're going to turn to page 23 now as we get ready to symbolically welcome our Sabbath Queen. And Zach, I'm going to invite you to come back to the bima to help lead us in the words of Lecha Dodi.
You go on the inside. Yeah.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekavela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem v'teferet v'litila. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu b'nelcha. Ki hi mekor habracha. Merosh mikedem nisucha. Sov ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Mikdash melech ir melucha. U'mitzaim mitoch ha'hafecha. Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha. V'hu yachmo alaychem la. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela.
We turn to page 25 and we'll continue with the second verse.
Yamin usmol tifrotzi, v'et Adonai taritzi, al yad ish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nayila. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela.
I invite you to rise and face the door if you're comfortable and able to do so as we symbolically welcome our Sabbath Queen.
Ovi v'shalom ha'teret bala, gam b'simcha u'tochla, toch emunei am sigula, bo'ikala, bo'ikala. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela. Lecha, dodi, likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat lekavela.
You may be seated. Thank you, Zach. We continue on page 27 with the Psalm for Shabbat.
Mizmor shel yom Shabbat, tov lados Adonai, oz meshim chal yola, yom v'gestach v'mechaveh, v'leveseil 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 v'leveseil
And we'll come together on page 28 at the red arrow. Turn now to page 39 as we are more officially moving into our evening service. So hopefully you've now had a little bit of a chance to settle in, though feel free to continue to take those deep breaths. And as we come to Baruch Hu, I will again ask those who are able to do so to please rise.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. Amen. We continue at the top of page 40.
Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Haken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu u'vkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Kihem chayenu v'yorech yameinu u'bahem neyeh yomam v'layla v'yevachad azir meli elamim v'dogd Adonai v'nevamo Yisrael.
We turn to page 41, and Zach will help lead us in Shema and V'ahavta.
Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
V'ahavta
Et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol rabcha, u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol miyodecha, v'hayu
Hadvarim
ha'ele, asher Anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'nibayta bam, v'shivnecha b'beitecha, u'melachtecha b'derech,
U'b'shokbecha u'b'kumecha u'b'shartam liot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot b'einecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'isharecha. We continue silently on page 42.
Adonai Elohechem emet.
We continue on the top of page 44.
U'machus ha'baraton kivu alehem Hashem v'riyavnei Yisrael l'chanishur b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam Mi chamocha ba'ilim Adonai Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot sefer B'agudacha v'rovanecha b'kem lifnim Moshe Zelio Biamru
Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed.
B'nei Kavadad Leid Yaakov Ugolom Yechazak Mimenu Baruch Adonai God Yisrael.
We continue at the top of page 45 with Hashkivenu, which is, I always love singing Hashkivenu on this particular night, because what we say in Hashkivenu is that we ask God to spread out a Sukkot Shalom, a sukkah of peace, a canopy of peace over us and over Jerusalem and over the entire world. And to get to sing this when we are about to head into a sukkah in a little while, maybe kind of brings that even more into existence for us, since we often think about this as like a metaphorical sukkah of what can we do, what would it feel like to have a sukkah spread over us, and how might we be able to be the ones spreading that sukkah over others. And so as we go out into the sukkah, we're reminded of how vulnerable our lives can be and how much we are in need of being the ones to help bring that feeling of peace and safety and security to the world. So when we do that, then we know that, God willing, everything will be all right. So as we move through all of these different words in Hebrew and in English, I invite you to either just take them all in and begin to think about what you can do in the world to bring that kind of peace and safety and security to others. And if you're so moved, please sing with us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more, there'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukkah shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Amen. Turn to page 46, and we invite Zach up to the bima to lead us in Vishamru.
Vishamru.
Bnei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם.
Eini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם.
Ki
Shet Yamim Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim V'et Haaretz V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam Uvayom HaShvi'i Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot Et HaShabbat L'dorotam Berit Olam.
Zach and Stella will lead us in Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Yom Adira, Kirute, Ve'amlich, Malchute.
V'chayechodu Yom Echad U'chaye B'chol Beit Yisrael Bagala, Bagala U'bizman Kariv
V'imiru.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach V'yalam L'yam Me'yom Hayad Yitbarach
V'yishbarach, V'yishrabar, V'yitha'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yit'aleh, V'yit'halal, Shemei Dekudesha,
Richu
Le'elam, Min Kol B'kirachata, V'shirata, Tushbechata,
V'nechemata Damiran Ve'yama
V'imiru.
Amen. Thank you both. We turn now to page 47 for the Amidah, and in the evening our Amidah is recited silently. So I'm going to invite you in a moment to move from pages 47 to 52 at your own pace with the words in either Hebrew or in what?
Is it 306?
No, because it's Chol Moed.
Oh, it's no. Okay. Sorry.
So 47 to 52 at your own pace, and you will see that there are some insertions where it says Chol Moed, and then there's some things for Sukkot. So technically, we add those since we are in the middle of the holiday of Sukkot. So when you have completed your private prayers, you can have a seat. But I will again ask those who are comfortable and able to do so to please rise as we move silently from 47 to 52. We'll conclude together on page 51 with Shalom.
Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Yatahu Melech Hador Leho HaShalom. Yatahu Melech
Continue on page 54 with Kaddish Shalom.
Elami Elashmi Rabba, Biamadi Vracher Table, Mikmachote, Kai Konomi Mikon, Kaido Be Israel, Baga Lazar and Krivimero. Amen. Yehishmi Rabba Bivarach, Le'alam Le'amei Amaya Yedbarach. Yeparach Nishabak Fit Ba'arvich Rami Naseh, Vietadar Vietalev Vietalaw, Shmiru Shabrichu. Li'elam Yikomechata Vishirata, Tushbechata Vinechamata, Damiram Yamavimaru. Amen. Think about the Lord, Hon, we adukun to Israel, Kodam, Abahon, Bishway, Vimaru. Amen. Yehishlam Ram, Shamaya, Vachaim, Alino Bialko Israel, Vimaru. Amen. O say Shalom Ramav, Huyate Shalom. Alino Bialko Israel, Bialko Yeshvete Vel, Vimaru. Amen.
We turn to page 79 or 55. 55, because it's well, it's a festival, but it's not a chag. It's not a chag. 55, I just said that already. 55, and Zach is going to lead us in Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei puri hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit Kihu yom techila lamikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim Ivanu v'charta yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha yahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen. Now it's time to drink.
Or you can put some of it, or you can put it, whenever you're done, put it back.
You're supposed to finish it, so it's just grape juice, so.
Okay.
Or it's supposed to be anyway. We turn to page 56 for Aleinu, and I will invite those who are able to do so to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol latei tedula liyoser breshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo samchakenu kahem כל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We turn now to page 58 for the Mourner's Kaddish. And this week in our community, we observe the yard sites, the anniversary of the passing of Benjamin Miller, Morris Elgarden, Stanley Denmark, Murray Jim Shapiro, Judy Hotchkiss, Martha Katz, Saul Schwartz, Sylvia Scheinberg, Dorothy Rosen, Morton Horan, Joel Neff, Seymour Roltenberg, Leonard Smith, Rose Eisenstein, Jean Panofsky, John Schwenderman, Claire Chudd, Louis Berkowitz, Rita Chiara, Morris Glinternick, David Blyman, George Lubeck, Esther Halpern, Ida Channon, and Joseph Winnitz. We also send our condolences to Jill Nuttall on the passing of her mother, Rhoda Bulkin. And I invite those who are currently in a period of mourning and reciting Kaddish or observing a yard site to please rise, along with those who might wish to rise in support of the mourners or for those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayei t'chol beit Yisrael v'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach li'olam v'lomei omaya Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei tekudasha b'richu ha'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the memory of all our loved ones forever be a blessing. Amen. You may be seated. So as we conclude services this evening, we'll make motzi up here so that we can do all of that together, so that then when we send you off carefully down the steps into the dark to the sukkah, you can just get your food as you get down there, and we don't have to all kind of gather again back down there. So we look forward to continuing our celebrations down in our sukkah. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be back here at 9:30 to celebrate Shabbat and Sukkot, and as Zach Miller becomes Bar Mitzvah, so we hope to see you there. And we have a lot more things coming up here in our community as we continue the celebrations of our holidays and just of our community. So Sunday morning, we have Minyan at 9:30, both in person and online. But if you're in person, it'll be even more fun since we love even Eshrogim here, and we'll have Hallel, and it'll be a lovely time for us to get to be together. It will be a little bit longer than normal, so just be mindful of that. If you have somewhere else that you're heading out to, feel free to leave early, but it will be longer.
Yeah, there will be Torah reading. So
Yeah, so yeah, it won't be done by 10. But come for as much as you're able to. We'd love to see you.
As much as you try.
And then our religious school students will have time to be in the sukkah all morning with Evan, and also to shake the lulav and etrog. So I'll see you there. Rabbi Kemi will see you there, and Evan will see you there. And then throughout the week, on Monday night, the sisterhood will be in the sukkah at 6:30 for sangria and sushi, and hopefully some sunshine, because we hope the weather will continue to be beautiful. And on Tuesday night will be my class, my Iyun class, from 6:30 to 8:30. We'll meet inside, but maybe we'll gather in the sukkah for a little bit. But we will be talking about Sukkot this week and sort of vulnerability and home and all of those big concepts. And then on Thursday and Friday morning, we'll be back here for services at 9:30. Thursday morning, Shmini Atzeret with teaching by Rabbi Aya Baron, talking about some of the environmental, kind of earth-based themes that come up in our Sukkot festival, and right up Zach's alley. And then Thursday night, we'll have Simchat Torah, our Simchat Torah celebration with a pasta dinner starting at 6. Everyone's welcome. It's free. Just let us know you're coming so we have enough. And that will go straight into our Simchat Torah celebration, which will be very kid-friendly but appropriate for all ages. And then Friday morning at 9:30, we will celebrate Simchat Torah with our Simchat Torah honorees, 2 of which are here with us tonight, Michael and Elisa Searman, and also Mary Klug and Joyce Block. So please come join us if you are able to do such things on a Friday morning. We would love to see you here. We will have lunch after. Just let us know that you're coming. It is free for all. We just would love to know so we have enough food. And then it's Shabbat again next Saturday. So that's just 1 week in the life of BTBJ. Would you believe it? So we hope to see you again tomorrow and beyond as we continue to celebrate together. So we will close out tonight with a few things. Should we priestly blessing and then motzi, then achacha alti and motzi?
Sure.
Okay.
We can do that order.
So if you have loved ones near you, it is a tradition every Friday night to bless our loved ones. So if you would like to think about people from afar and just send this blessing to them, if you have loved ones near you, they can come up to the bima and so that they can be blessed by their parents. We're splitting. Okay, great. And we're on page 75 if you're curious to see the words as we say them.
Yeah. Yivarechecha Adonai mishmarecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God's face give light to you and show you favor.
Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's face be lifted towards you and bestow upon you peace. May it be God's will. Be who you are and be blessed in all that you are and all that you will become.
Okay.
I love you.
All right.
I should also say for all of our kids, if you do not put your stickers on your Kahila Kids cards out in the lobby, be sure to do that before you head down to the sukkah. Oh, so page 59, if you want to follow along, we'll be singing the same melody that we sang for those of you who are here as we opened, a psalm for our season, and we are at the transliterated part, or the bold part, 7 lines down. One thing I ask of Adonai, this is what I seek, to dwell in the house of God all the days of my life, to behold God's peacefulness and to pray in God's sanctuary, with a melody by Allie Halpert, who will be our artist in residence this year, so a little preview of what she'll be bringing as she joins our community. Come on up and help us. This plate is very cold. Oh, so much challah, my goodness gracious. Okay, so why don't we open this one, since it's sliced, it'll be easy to get out. Very good. Okay. All right, so say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rabbi Ronnie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yom Holedet Sameach. Yom Holedet
Thank you, Billy.
Sameach.
Those are beautiful.
Yom Holedet Sameach. Yom Holedet Sameach.
Toda rabah. Thank you, everyone. Come grab some challah. We'll see you down at the sukkah. Thank you, Zach.